Is it okay for me to be in here? There isn't, like, sensitive stuff lying around. No, it's fine. Except that table by the wall. I've got a huge backlog I'm still in the process of going over, so try to avert your eyes away from that direction if you please. Jeez, you're the only one who works in here? There was another, but he committed suicide by shooting himself twice in the back of the head while simultaneously stuffing himself in a duffel bag and locking it from the outside. Tragic, yeah? Okay, you got me. They're serving 20 years because they tried to exchange classified intel from a Russian spy. Oh, gotta admit, she was a looker. Anyway, enough about all that. What was it you needed from me? No, I don't if I want to ask. I was informed you divulge information in exchange for favors. Is that true? Divulge information in exchange for favors, huh? Well, like nothing beyond my security clearance, I mean. But you're wanting information that's related to something you can't find because you don't have access to it, or am I wrong? What I was told was you give hints to things that I do have clearance for. So, you're wanting to dance around your low-level security clearance by having me tell you something you do have access to, huh? I see. This is a tricky situation. While I do have an answer for you, it could wind up putting something or someone in a compromised position. You okay with that? I don't mean to compromise anything. I'm just wanting a point in the right direction. I can do the research myself. You aren't understanding that everything is connected in some fashion, even if it isn't entirely obvious at a glance. I tell you thing C is related to thing A, but the connective tissue that is thing B is classified. Using your critical thinking skills, you wind up accidentally figuring out what thing B is. You now have intel you aren't supposed to have. The fact you're standing in this room at this very moment has been documented. Someone high up will notice this and assume I told you something. Now my life is on the line. You really think I'll put myself at risk to help you for something as minuscule as a favor? Okay, I understand. I never meant to put you in harm's way. I'll keep digging myself. Nah, it's fine. I can give you a hint. What? Really? Sure, I'll just pull on your chain. You or anyone else is allowed to look at documents granted under their security clearance. If doing so means you discover something you're not supposed to know, then that's someone else's problem, not mine. My job is to mark out what I'm told to, not decide what is or isn't classified. Anyway, are you free this Sunday around 1? Yeah, I guess. I don't remember having any plans. Good, because I need your help with something. Dang, that was quick. You're the one who understood you owed me a favor. I know, it's just Madison told me she'd gotten help from you several times and you had yet to cash any of them in. You bring up a good point. Bring her along with you. She can be of use too. Sorry, but she's about to go to Oklahoma on a mission. I don't think she'll be back by Sunday. Is that so? Guess we'll have to fix that. Hey, Chuck, you're about to send an agent named Madison to Oklahoma, correct? Sorry for the short notice, but can you swap her with someone else? Yeah, I understand. I need her for something this Sunday. Yeah? Uh-huh. Okay, cool. Thanks a lot. Bye. I'll need the two of you to come to this address Sunday. No later than 1 p.m., though I prefer if you get there around noon for insurance. What is it that we're doing? Details still need to be ironed out first, so I'll tell you once you get there, okay? Oh, don't give me that look. It won't be anything bad. Who knows, you might wind up having fun. If you say so. Good, now let's get going. Oh, where are we going? A little field trip to the archives. As I followed Greg to the archive, he took the liberty of taking shortcuts through parts of the base I normally wouldn't be allowed in. It was like traversing a maze, one which he knew like the back of his hand. The deeper we went, the more the air grew thick, like it was slowly being replaced with a heavy miasma. Whenever I thought we couldn't possibly go any deeper, we dived further. Why on earth did they dig so deep to build this place? Don't mind that, it's just the electrical closet. Someone's kid got hired to do the interior design, and they added all this junk as part of some grand vision they had. Of course, being a military contract, they milked it for all it was worth, and yeah. Washington was none too pleased when they found out. But hey, nepotism. Here we are, the archive. Why is it so dark? A policy born out of a feud between someone in management and an electrician? Don't ask. You say it's an archive, but all I can see is a table. There's hundreds of cabinets in here, each one filled to the brim with various canceled military projects. If you say so. What you're looking for is the 23rd file from the second bottom drawer in that cabinet over there. What? Where? How the hell? Can you tell? It's the one with the dent on the front. What dent? This is dumb. Can't I use a flashlight to see what it is I'm supposed to be looking at? Sorry, but I can't let you use a flashlight. Policy allows just the one light in the middle of the room. Then how will I know I even got the right file when I grab it? You ever see that movie Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson? Yeah? Why? Then you'll know it when you find it. I've got to head back to my office. Make sure to lock it before you leave. Man, I can't see. How the heck is anyone supposed to even find anything? Ugh, my nose! Okay, if I take it slow and feel my way around here, then I should be fine. Now, where's that cabinet? Ugh! Son of a... That's gonna be to clean up later. Perfect bodysuit, huh? Guess that explains the under the skin a bit. Wow, a full body disguise that can even change the wearer's sex? That's wild. It's like someone took Mission Impossible and cranked it to 11. Shame everything was destroyed in a fire. It would have been neat to see this in action, but I don't see how this has anything to do with... Holy... Doris? No, wait a second. Dr. Miranda Hayes, the lead scientist, made prototypes based on herself. I'll be darned.
What's taking Owen so long? I have to leave soon. Finally! Hey, so give me the scoop. What did Greg tell you?
Were you waiting here the whole time?
Duh! Like I could go off on a mission for a week before hearing the juicy details. So it's a conspiracy.
Oh, nothing really. Turns out it was just a case of mistaken identity, but someone was too chicken to admit their mistake until we were already out there. So yeah, the mission was just a waste of time.
Just a mistake? A waste of time? What the? You're telling me I sweated my butt for days and scenes all because of was too much of a goddamn to own up to their mistake? Who was it? Who made me work for no darn reason? I'm gonna claw out their throat.
Oh, well, the documents I looked at didn't say. Classified and all that.
Darn!
Oh, watch the arm.
Fine, whatever. I'll just divert my rage onto those stupid cultists. Those better kiss their butts goodbye when I show up.
Should I tell her? Nah, not my problem. To think I'd stumble upon something so close to home. I always thought that identical twin story was a load of... But I didn't see the need to force myself into someone else's family drama. I can't believe Miranda was once a contracted scientist for the military, and such an insane project at that. But how are Project Bodysuit and Miranda connected to my canceled mission? Is Miranda herself involved with the stolen chemicals used to create a bioweapon? But why would she do that? Revenge for the project's cancellation? And Doris or Kevin, or whatever they are, is more than likely someone wearing a prototype. Have they known my true identity this entire time? Were they using me to gain access to something for some sort of terroristic plot? All of this seems too convenient to simply write off as chance. The mission may be cancelled, but until I figure out what's going on, I don't think I'll be able to let this go. What the heck is Miranda planning, and who the heck is wearing that bodysuit? Wow, that panel was great! I never knew there was a British dub of Co-Century Beasts, though hearing them side by side, the right STUF dub wins by a landslide. That's some faint praise considering neither one is considerably good. I watched it a lot growing up, so I have a nostalgic attachment to it. Plus, I could never get tired of listening to Liam O'Brien. If he had a podcast where all he did was read a dictionary, I'd subscribe in a heartbeat, especially if he read it in Asaba's voice from his and her circumstance. Lamb, noun, a young sheep. But Asaba hooks up with Yukino and Soichiro's kid after having watched her grow up since she was born. You really want to listen to a podcast by Woody Allen-esque character? I'm just saying the voice O'Brien used, not the actual character. So, what do you want to check out next? There's an animator I like doing a live drawing session in half an hour. Awesome, let's get in line. How are you holding up, Angie? Oh my gosh, are you okay? You look like you're about to die.
Feels like I'm already dead. Can't say I blame you. Some of those old dubs they showed had me feeling sick to my stomach too. What makes me sick is hearing your annoying voice. Every word that comes out of your godforsaken mouth sounds like a choir of screeching banshees or having their larynxes ripped out by a pack of wild wolves. But that's every time I see you. All those shots I took are starting to catch up to me. I'm going back to the hotel room to lie down for a bit.
Do you want me to come with you?
I'll be fine in a couple of hours. You two have fun. I'll catch up later.
Okay, see ya. Hope she starts feeling better soon. Shh, I sound like the vehicle from Halo? It's crazy watching professionals draw in real time. He makes it look so effortless. Yeah. I remember spending like an hour on Just an Eye when I tried learning how to draw, and he sketched one in like 10 seconds flat. And the way he drew the hair in quick single strokes, amazing. And those are godly. One is bigger than the other. What? No, it's a perspective thing. Nope, he has a bad habit of drawing in different sizes. Does it all the time. Here, check out these other drawings he's done. They all have the same issue. Great, now I can't unsee it. His faces are still super cute though. We got a few minutes left, so how about we take a couple of questions for Sato-san? Yeah, I have a question. So, a show you worked on back during spring season, just because I was transported to another world doesn't mean I can carry the entire party as a DPS. It alters a scene from the original light novel, and, which the protagonist walks in on his, little sister putting on a pair of stockings, but, the anime changed it so she was wearing underwear. So, I checked in the credits, I noticed that Funimation was on the, production committee, and my thinking, something was that they, with their past ties to the likes of Rick's syndrome, had forced their censorship onto the adaptation. Because of the change, it ruined the context of the scene, which is about catching his usually stoic little sister, who puts up a front and shields herself from getting too close to others, which, like her being with a tank, it kind of fits, I think. So, anyways, I was saying, her being strips her all that protection, lays herself bare to the MC, which allows for the bond between the two strengthen. They're about to become closer of the initial shock of embarrassment. So, this is important because in, a later volume that hasn't been adapted yet, which, of course, I hope you'll be involved with future seasons, as I cannot understate how amazing the girls you draw are. But yeah, so in volume 14, when the two go to bed together after having to undress due to their armor getting drenched in poison, it calls back to this initial scene. With the original scene censored, it takes away from the meaning of this later bit. So what I'm trying to say is, what are your thoughts on Western media and companies, and maybe China too, I guess, because I hear they're involved in a lot of production too. I guess not just Western influence, but general foreign influence. What are your opinions on them making changes to the original source materials to make it become more suited, or something better fit their market, like censoring nudity on characters, kind of like what happens with Nintendo games sometimes, where they'll change a character's outfit, so a girl might show some in the Japanese release, but then in the US they modify it so she's more covered up. Anyway, I like your thoughts on that. Could you maybe simplify the question? Oh, sure. So one of the recent series, just because I was transported to carry the entire scene from the family of a Funimation production committee, and with this Christian movie studio, and then I think that whatever was in charge in the series being planted, or a represent Funimation, maybe got involved where they want to skip the Q&A. Way ahead of you. What do you want to do next? Actually, I'm getting kind of hungry. How about we start thinking of where to go for dinner? In that case, I'm gonna go back to the room and take off the cosplay and get cleaned up. Afraid to go out in the real world dressed up as a cute girl and having people catcalling you? Nah, the body paint is starting to irritate my skin. I might have applied too much. It's not gonna dye the bathtub pink or anything, is it? I'm having horror flashbacks of bathrooms destroyed by Homestuck cosplayers. When I checked some reviews, people said it was fine. I'm more worried about how much of a pain it's gonna be to get it completely off. Hope it doesn't wind up leaving a pink hue all over my face. I have some makeup remover in my bag in case you need to use some. Cool, thanks. Could you also check up on Angela and see if she's feeling better? Sure thing. I'll be hanging around the artist alley. Okay, see ya. Hey, Angela. Elaine wants to know if you're feeling any better. We're planning on looking for something for dinner after I finish taking a shower. Did you hear me? I said Elaine and I are planning on getting food in a bit. You want to come with, or would you rather we bring you something back? Or are you too sick to eat in general? I guess she's sleeping. But I was pretty loud there. You think that would have woken her up, right? Knowing her, she'd be all, "Shut up, Kevin," or "Quit making racket, I'm trying to sleep." Wait a second. I remember hearing how when you're at a party with a friend who gets wasted and passes out, you need to put them on their side or else they'll choke on their own vomit. What if when Angela got back to the room, she passed on her back, then puked in her sleep and suffocated? I better go in and check. But wait, what if she's actually fine? If I suddenly barge in there, that totally gives her an excuse to law my head off. Would she accept I was worried for her well-being? Then again, if she's really just sleeping, I can check on her real quick all quietly and she'll never know. Right, I'll take a sneak peek. Please don't be dead, please don't be dead, please don't be dead. Please don't be... What? She's not even here, huh? Guess she started feeling better and went back down to the con at some point. Good thing I thought ahead to get her number from Elaine. Hey Angela, it's Kevin. I came back to the hotel room to check up on you, but I didn't see you in the bedroom. Just checking in to make sure you didn't wind up in an accident or get kidnapped or something. Wait, better take out the bedroom bit. That moron, after I made it clear not to come in here. I'll have to remember to kick his butt later. I need to go to the bathroom, but I can't move without the risk of puking my guts out. 750. Delete my number from your phone. Well, guess she's fine.